So does this change anything? I mean, do you want my opinion? You're listening. Not a damn thing. How many times have I said 4 very important words? These 4 words. Winning is a virtue.
And there it really is. That is what they care about. Dana Loesch, who I'm sure considers herself a Christian, or considers herself a Christian to the extent that she can use Christianity as a weapon to bludgeon her political opponents, believes that winning is the only important thing. This changes nothing. She even snuck the word damn into it, as if the possibility that she is damning her soul for all eternity is like floating around in the back of her head. Don't worry, Dana Loesch, hell doesn't exist. You're gonna be just fine. I mean, you're awful, but once you die, you're gonna be in the exact same state as everyone else. You won't exist anymore. She did have more to say though, because it isn't enough for her to demonstrate live on TV that everything she's ever said about religion has been a complete opportunistic lie. She also needs to demonstrate what she thinks about other women. Take a look.
What I'm about to say is in no means a contradiction or a compromise of a principle. And please keep in mind that I am concerned about one thing and one thing only at this point. So I don't care if Herschel Walker paid to abort endangered baby eagles. I want control of the Senate. If the Daily Beast story is true, you're telling me Walker used his money to reportedly pay some skank for an abortion, and Warnock wants to use all of our monies to pay a whole bunch of skanks for abortions.
Okay, so we're gonna turn to the skank stuff in a minute. I love projection, JR. I know that you love projection. Starting off your statement by saying, none of this is a rejection of any principle. But I still have principles. I mean, I'm gonna move on to demonstrating how I don't, but I love to pretend that this isn't a complete abdication of every position I've ever held. It's not setting fire to the supposed value system that I preach that I have. No, this is not inconsistent at all. Yeah, no, it is. I mean, you can say that if you want to, but it is. It's like me saying like, none of this is gonna be inconsistent with my diet, but I am eating pie. Well, yeah, you can say the words, I guess, but it ain't up to you at the end of the day. JR, what did you think about that?
No, anytime you have to preface your entire point with, listen, you guys, I'm not a hack. And everything that you've heard me say before this means nothing. Just listen to what I'm saying now, which honestly, it's pretty true.
Yeah.
She wants to preface it by saying, don't listen to what I've said before. That's what Republicans and conservatives always do. Don't listen to what I said, just worry about us winning. And as I said earlier, anytime you see all these layers get peeled off of their lies, there's always some kind of veil behind the reality of what they want to say. But now that more and more people can see it, these things are exposed, there's receipts, Herschel Walker actually gets proven to be the liar that he is. They can't address those anymore. They can no longer say, this skank is lying about me, because she's got receipts. So now it just turns into, okay, who cares? Skank, but we don't care. We have no principles, vote for us because Team Republican. All that's left. Let's go back to the bare bones of it. That's what's left, and that's all they think their supporters care about. And guess what? They're right. That's what.
Yeah,
sucks. They're right.
This is amazing. You know, every once in a while you hear, and in fact, there's a case before the Supreme Court right now about you've got to give some sort of allowance, like that usually involves stripping away your own rights, to some other religious person because of their deeply held religious beliefs. When you see videos like this, can we dispense with the idea that deeply held means literally anything? Do some people have religious beliefs? Sure. Are they more special than other beliefs? I believe that the climate is effed and that we are making our planet in the future inhospitable to human life. Damn it, but I only base that on like what the scientists say, not on an ancient book. So I guess it's not deeply held. Can we stop pretending that these are fundamentally different beliefs worthy of more respect? Not just for you to hold, but to literally infringe on other people's rights. She, from the outside, is identical to every other religious conservative. She would say that she is. She deeply believes this. She's demonstrating that she doesn't. So why are they allowed to hold this morally and judicially superior position for stuff that they're willing to set on fire at a moment's notice if it gives them a little bit of a political advantage. And bear in mind, like if you're new to American politics, you might think, well, okay, this is dirty and it kind of sucks that they don't care at all who their candidates are, but I guess that's the way it's always been. Not really. I mean, there's a lot of bad candidates and parties look the wrong way too much, but like John Edwards did not get past his scandals. Al Franken was taken out of the Senate because of his scandal. Katie Hill resigned from Congress because of her scandal. Now you'll notice that these are all Democrats, that the Democrats forced out. Okay, so it can happen, but the Republicans, like most of them stuck by Roy Moore. It didn't matter how many dozens of women accused Trump of sexual assault and harassment, they stuck by him. Herschel Walker, it doesn't matter. They literally don't care, and that is actually different than it used to be. I know it's pointless, it's just a history lesson at this point, but it needs to be said.
They like to triple down. If they're cornered, they go harder for that bad point. So you may see banners that say "babies for Herschel." I'm saying it's not crazy enough to believe. And one small thing about what Dana Loesch is saying also with taxpayer money. Now it's my business because I'm paying the taxes into something I don't believe in. I had this long discussion with this guy in a grocery store who saw my Bernie healthcare shirt on one time a few years ago. Yeah. And he goes, I don't want my taxpayer money going to things that I don't believe in. I said, I don't believe in these endless wars. I don't believe in us paying off corporations for their mistakes. I don't believe in us continue to give all these rich people more and more tax breaks of my money that I pay into our system and screw everyone else over. Do you care what I believe in? Do you care that I don't want my money going to military contractors and people wasting my money over in foreign wars, killing other people? Do you care? He goes, no. I said, so why do I give a damn what you care about other money going to that I believe in? Why are you superior to me? It always goes back to whose world are we gonna live in? Whose country do they claim this is? They exclude other people and then go, my money's not going to your things. Well, guess what? F you too. My money's not going to your things. Do you care now? They never care. Why do we?
Jerry, you gotta start
they say they
carrying around.
God.
Exactly, that is why. You gotta start carrying around a mic. So when you get in these debates in supermarkets, you can drop it.